All right, so our assignment has been set up and we're starting to get some submissions, so we want to grade those. So that's what I'm going to go over today, grading student work. So there's a couple of ways to access your student work. The first way is to go from your stream, click on the tab for classwork, find the assignment that you want to look at the grades for, and click on it, and then click on the turned in, and it will show me the work that has been turned in, and I can check their work from here. So I've already opened one of them. I'll get to that in a second. You can see on the left-hand side here, we have our list of students in the class that have been assigned this task. These are my students who have turned it in. These are my students who still need to turn it in. And this is my student who turned it in early, and I've already looked at her work and given her feedback, and I'll show you that in a minute as well. So that's one way to access student work. The other way to access student work is from the stream, to click on grades, to find the task that you're ready to grade, and then click on the vertical ellipses and select view submission. Okay, now once you open that, so here's that one that I want to go over. We have some tools that we can use within the document to help communicate with our students about their work. So just to point out a few things, here we have our sort tool, so I can sort it by their first name, their last name, or their status. I often sort it by status, so I know who's turned it in. It kind of bulks them together a little bit easier. Okay, so my turned in is up at the top, my already returned work is in the middle, and then the people who are still assigned are next. So this is how I usually sort my work. And then I can move between student work from my list by using the arrows here. Okay. As I'm going through, if I want to make any comments on a specific slide, like I really like this title slide that she's created, I can add comments just like I would any other document that's been shared with me. I can add comments. Okay. I also have a comment bank here. So that comment bank is a list of comments that I've already used in the past and use quite frequently. So when I have a comment that I'm finding I'm using over and over again for an assignment, I can add it to the bank, and then all I'd need to do is copy and paste it from the bank into the comments section here, or into a comment directly onto the document. I use that pretty frequently as well. Once everything has been graded, then I can return it to that student so they can see their grade and the feedback that I have given them. If I want to open this up in a bigger window, then I'm going to select this here, and now it's just this tool. I don't have my sidebar of grading anymore, so it's very rare that I use this, but if I want to see it on a larger scope, then I can do that here. You can see the comment that I've made directly on the slide still exists. Okay, I'm going to give it a grade, so I'm going to go here to give it the grade. If I need to change the point total, then I'll select the vertical ellipses to do that. And then any private comments that I want to add, either from that I've copied and pasted from the bank, or that I've come up with specific to her assignment, I would add them here. And Helen will be the only one that's able to see them. So for example, Brianna's has already been graded, and I gave her this private comment. She was missing a title slide, so I gave her that comment, and only she can see it here within her document. So when she goes to her work on her end in School Loop, she will see this comment from me. Okay, and then once I'm done, again, I want to hit return, and I can return this document to her. If I want to just, let's say, go back and grade Ureltsis as well, I can return multiple submissions. And this will just give me the option of returning the two that have been turned in already, obviously, because I'm returning it to them. So if I want to just grade both of them and then return them all at the same time, I have that option as well. Okay. The other tool that you can't really see because this is in the way is the view tool. So if I want to view a bunch of slides at once, I can do that as well. Okay, you can see that the toolbar up at the top looks similar to the actual slides toolbar. We have some of the same features, but I very rarely ever use any of those features unless I want to make specific comments on a specific slide that's outside of this. Okay, so what I use the most is the add comment feature. So once I've graded her work, added her comments, I'm going to go ahead and return this and then move on to my next assignment.